Tony's Everyday Life. In case you don't know me, I'm Tony, and I've got stage 3 rectal cancer. And what I do is I inspire, I get out, I camp. I got Hank here. Look at Hank. This is my companion. He hunts with me, he fishes with me, he camps with me, he does everything with me. He is a 7-pound Brussels Griffon who loves to hike. He, uh, he not only loves to hike, but he he'll lead the way. He goes over logs, little itty bitty guy. Look at this. He just, yeah, I don't know what he's doing right now. He's waiting for me to get into camp here. He's in here. I got the heater going for him, and you know, gotta keep him warm. Gotta keep him warm. So, where am I at? Hold on a second, and I'll show you where I'm at. This is one of my favorite camping spots in the whole wide world, really. Check that out. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, it's a little windy right now, and this area does get a little colder because, well, look, there's the sun over there. I don't know. Yeah, I can zoom in. Way over there. And I don't camp in the sun. Why don't I camp in the sun? Because I'd much rather be right here. Check it out. So, we've got stream here. Goes around. No fish in this part of the stream. There is a little further down. I love to go hiking up into these hills here. Isn't that beautiful? This is Arizona, people. I don't know if you realize that, but I'm in Arizona. Arizona is not exactly what everybody thinks of Arizona. Um, you know, we have mountains, we have forest. It's a little dry right now, though. Uh, this place should be really green right now, and it's not, unfortunately. Um, so, we'll take it with a grain of salt. We got that Greer fire. That's actually only about 10 miles from where I'm at, maybe about 15 actually. I don't know if you've heard that on the news. They've lost a few houses. There's some old homesteads that are at stake, and it just keeps growing. It's at 15,000 acres last I checked. I've been out camping and hunting and not really been paying too much attention to it recently, but that's what I last saw. Um, Not good, but it's part of living in Arizona, part of living in a forest. So you do it. It is what it is, unfortunately. Uh, so today, I actually seen a little bit of stuff. I'm out turkey hunting. Turkeys are getting lucky though. Get out of the wind here a little bit. The turkeys are getting lucky because the I haven't seen many. I haven't seen anybody else with any either. It's archery turkey. um, it's a little harder. They quit gobbling. The strut might, I'm gonna call it the strut. It's the breeding season for them. I think it's over. Many people have reported no gobbling. They can't hear nothing, and that's okay. And I enjoy being out. Hi, Hank. He's up on my shoulder here. Um, Today, though, I did get to see Tom finally. We were hiking down, and Hank and I hiked down off of the main road to a place I wanted to explore, just see what it was about, see what the solar panels were for, and what it was apparently the Forest Service has a well there. I don't know where it goes yet. I'm gonna have to get my e-bike. I just cannot walk that far right now. Um, we've already done about 2 miles today, which is quite a bit for me because I got the neuropathy in my legs and my feet, and I just can't walk as far as I used to. That's all from chemotherapy. Uh, the first time I went through it, not this second time. The second time is just making me a little weaker, a little bit tired. We actually laid down in the middle of the forest, up against a tree, for about half an hour earlier today, just to be able to make it back. That's not uncommon for me, though. Even if you go hiking, you have chemo, cancer, everything, nothing making life easy. Uh, Sometimes resting is all you need to do. And if that's all I have to do is take a small rest, I'm going to do it. Usually, I can rest up for a little bit and just get up and go again. I'm on round, oh, what am I on? 4. And Monday, I start round 5. And about 7 to 10 days after that, I'll get out and I'll try to hike again. I'm It's one thing I got to do. It drives me. I sit there in my chair feeling miserable, and the only thing I can think about is getting out and getting on my feet and hiking to my challenge coin first. That's always my first goal. That's almost a mile hike with 300 feet going up. So you got to do what you got to do, and that's the thing that keeps me driven. Um, we really, Hank and I just love hiking. Really, I don't hike on trails. I hike animal trails more or less, um, and that's about it. So I try to stay off the main trails. I just don't like them. I like to see different things. I found a really cool little treasure today. It's probably nothing much, but it's something to me because I found it on a hike. Actually, we'll go get it and I'll show you. Last time I found a cool Dr. Pepper can. All right. Oh, I didn't flip the cam. Okay, so this is what I found actually. It was on a board. It was buried in the dirt. I've got a video, but I didn't have my mics on, and it sounds horrible. It's the same place we found that turkey. I didn't even take my bow. We were just hiking down. That turkey jumped up, and before even if I had a bow, number one, couldn't see if it was bearded or not. So right there, unethical shot. I won't take. Even if I had a bow, though, he stood up. I'm assuming it's a he, just because he's alone by himself after breeding season, not with a flock. He stood up and ran about 4 or 5 steps and flew across the canyon. There's no keeping up with him. He's gone. He's going to live another day, many more days, I suspect. Anyway, this is what I found. I don't know what it is, but it's got the slot screw. So this thing's old. It's just one more of my little treasures. I find little things along the way hiking, and I just drag them home. My wife loves it. I told her I threatened her that I'm gonna put them up on the mantle. You probably guessed the threat she gave me back, but it is what it is. So, so not only did we see a turkey today, we also saw a little black bear today. That makes 4 bears for me in the last 2 weeks that I've seen. My wife and I were scouting for turkeys, and 2 weeks ago when I was feeling good and up to it all, and we actually saw the largest black bear I've ever seen in my life running up a hill. And of course, it was out of season. Well, he gets to live another day too. Um, and then we were driving along another road, and a turkey was running in front of us, ended up flying across the canyon, and I look, and he's going towards a tree, and that turkey's just flying, 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 and it's so awesome to watch. I didn't even think to get my camera out because I'm just absorbing it all into my memory bank, which is not that good, but he's soaring across the canyon, and I'm watching him. I'm like, oh, he's gonna land in that tree or on the ground right there, and all of a sudden he just whoom, bangs to the right, and I'm like, what the heck? And then all of a sudden I see a cinnamon bear running down the hill. He almost hit that bear. Unreal. Um, I watched for a little while longer, and lo and behold, here comes this little cub following it. So that's the 4 bears I've seen so far. The one today, he was small. Um, he was digging. I was just tooling up the road to this campsite, and I looked over, and there he was. So pretty cool. He ran off before I even could think about getting my camera. But it's okay. Also, coming up here, we got to see, and I'm going to post this video soon, so keep an eye open for it, a bunch of bighorn rams. These were actual rams, not just the ewes, and just massive. I'm just driving up to where I was going hunting, and lo and behold, these rams are just sitting there on the side of the road eating. I don't know why they think they just have to eat right there next to the dirt road versus going out into the forest and hiding, and I guess they don't feel threatened. But it was really cool to see massive let me back that up. Massive bases, about 3/4 curls, and they just stood there eating, moved a little bit. I'll post that video. You'll see. They're pretty impressive. They're pretty cool. I did notice something new. I mean, we've always seen them with collars on, but this time, never seen it before. Of course, I've never been getting super close sometimes, but one of them at least, and I zoomed in on it. I got the video, the pictures, so you'll get to see it. Had a ear tag with a solar panel on it. That was pretty crazy. I'm guessing it's GPS tracking. I'm not 100% certain, but that's my guess. Uh, but we went down uh, what we call the trail. I had a couple spots picked out, and in the last 2 weeks, everything has changed, of course. They did have the shotgun hunt prior to that, and I think the turkeys are really moved around pretty hard right now, but it's okay. I just enjoy being out here. Um, but everything down there just dry, 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 dry. Arizona is in some deep trouble, people. Um, if we don't get rain soon, I mean, when I say rain, we need like Oregon, Washington rain, not Arizona rain. But we need to do. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. But if you live in Arizona, you come up and visit the forest. Do not drag chains. Do not light a fire. Stay safe. Keep our forests greenish. I mean, they're as green as they're going to be right now. Because of lack of water. But be responsible, please. Uh, this is my home. I actually live about an hour away from here, and we live in the forest. We've been threatened by wildfires before. We live along the Mogollon Rim, and you know we like living there. So please be respectful and be safe out there. Um, what else did we got going on? Well, now I'm over here. uh, I've got only a select amount of days that I can enjoy life and not be um, suffering from chemo. So, you know, that's that's why I love being out here. So, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Excuse me. It is cold here, by the way. And when I say cold, it's probably in the 40s right now. I haven't checked, but a couple days ago when we woke up, it was actually 26 degrees. I know you don't think that of Arizona in May. Heck, I don't think that of Arizona in May half the time. It was kind of a shocker that we have this cold snap. I think it's got to do with the wind a lot. Um, the cold is though, I'm sure, helping keep the fire down. We do have a couple fires in Arizona. This is just the one that affects us the most, um, just because it's closest to us. Uh, so the wind, the coolness will help not radiate fire, but the winds definitely are not helping. I mean, the day that fire erupted, I guess a tree fell on a power line and made made the fire get going, uh, and that's where the Greer fire came from. So yes, I wipe my nose a lot. I'm sorry, but that's part of chemo and everything I got going on. It hasn't stopped running since I started. Got my green tea here for keep my liver enzymes and everything going good. You got to do that when you're on chemo, in my opinion. Um, and also, if you're taking any of the alternative medicines like the fenbendazole or the um, ivermectin, I take those sometimes. Right now, they're not showing positive results, and you know it's okay. I just keep drinking my green tea to make sure my liver enzymes keep in a where I want them. Hello, tiny off grid. Sorry, the off grid tiny house. Uh, we got them chiming in from Canada. Love it. Who else? Where else we seeing everybody come in from today? I love seeing where you guys are from. We've had Switzerland, Africa, Germany, Australia, China, Hong Kong, or I think Japan, some of them. It's really cool just to see where you're all from. I really enjoy that part. If you want to make my day, do that. There's a few other things you can do to make my day, but that's the easiest one. Just let me know where you're from. If you're tuning in late on this one, uh, there's always the post show. I always make sure they're available to watch afterwards. We got New Hampshire. And who is that? That is Sherry Champagne. Hello, and thanks for joining in. Um, so, where was I? Chemo brain just got me. I need to start my dinner. This is my dinner today. This is lasagna with meat sauce. It's actually one of my favorite freeze dried, other than I did the other day have chicken and dumplings. Oh, yeah. It was really, really good. I think it was a Mountain House. Yeah, it was Mountain House. Um, chicken and dumplings is good no matter what, but that one was extra good. You want to see what Hank's doing right now? Look at this. I'm filming. He got bored of me. He's sleeping again. Uh, he loves that. Oh, and let me check this out. This is what Terry and I did the other day. So my sleeping bag, which is my comforter, was torn in a couple spots on top, and I went and got drop cloth from Harbor Freight, and we just sewed it around the the uh, the sleeping bag, which is my comforter, like I said, and we made sure we sewed it there, and then we put extra up here because our dogs always love to get on our pillows, just like Hank is right now. And so Terry goes, "Why don't I just leave this long, and we can cover our pillows?" Tell you what, she had a great idea because it really is working. Um, at night, you gotta be a little careful. You do sometimes get tangled up in it a little bit, uh, but it really works good. Not only that, but I did not expect this at all. This little drop cloth, what is it, $11 drop cloth from Harbor Freight. It increased the warmth factor underneath the covers substantially. And I did not expect that at all. So, hey, we'll take it. Just so you know, we stay very warm. I don't know. I know a lot of people want me to do this video. Up there, though, you'll see I got it vented right here. And up by Hank, we have there's the controller. All I gotta do when I get here is I put it on that tube and uncover the heater. You can see a little bit better right here. So I just uncover the heater and plug it into the window, and we stay toasty warm. Sometimes a lot too warm, to be frank with you. It gets very, very, very warm. So what am I doing over here? I got my Jetboil going so I can get this going. This is the only flame that I got. I will not light a fire. I rarely ever even camp with a fire. But, you know, it's all good. I think I took the little oxygen packet out of there. I've made these so many times with the oxygen packet in there. Thank God it's just silicone, I think. I don't know. Hopefully it's not bad to cook it in there, but I have. I'll be sitting there spooning around, and all of a sudden, bam, there it is, the packet. Trusty spoon when that's done. I'll boil this and then leave it set for about 20 minutes, and then I'm good to go. So my setup here, in case you've never seen it, check this out. It's a 2000 4Runner Limited that I've put about $60,000 worth of parts in just to be able to do everything I want to do. This is pride and joy kind of thing. I built it all myself. The only thing I haven't done myself is the alignment. And my boys came over when I was on my first round of chemo to help me with the bumpers, and that's about it that I haven't done. This is actually a refrigerator. This is my hand washing station. Check that out. So what I do, oh, hold on. My Jetboil is boiling like crazy. I gotta get that going. Then we'll go over the rest of this 4Runner here in just a second. That in there. Little stirry. And in about 20 minutes, I'll be eating. Unless I'm still talking to you. So, okay, back to this. So this is an actual refrigerator. It is running off of this little 250 watt power inverter. Love it. You can actually see the video that I made with that about mounting it and everything. This, like I said, soap is right here, hand washing station. I've got these on both my water tanks and most of my hoses at home. I quick connect it, open this, and water shoots out here. And I've got a little tube here to show me how much water's in it. And that's actually about a 3-gallon reservoir. Got my fire extinguisher here. Got my dog / gear holder here. I use that quite often actually. That is a bathroom or privacy tent. The whip lights up there are actually not for what most people use them for. I use them to light up the entire camp area. The black box with the green strap going over it is on top of a 2.5-gallon fuel tank or gas can, and that's the heater over there. On top of that is actually my toolbox. Got lights galore. I think I counted like 20 some lights on this thing the other day. I can light it up. I got all these side lights here, as you can see. Bam, bam, bam. My shovel. Excuse me. 8-gallon tank right here. And it's got a shower head that goes inside that bathroom. Got a storage box up there. You can see my Starlink. That's how I'm talking to you, because I have no service whatsoever over here. This thing actually has long travel suspension on it, just so I can go over and do anything I want. It's got a 10,000 pound winch here. Oh, I actually had a video of that the other day, moving a boulder. Let's see, we got lights, and more lights. Fender flares that I made myself because I was tired of the mud coming in the cab. 37-inch tires on Icon rims. Baja Boss Mickey Thompsons, love them. Got my traction boards there, my jack there, a 270-degree awning right here, which I have a video of. Another dog holder, gear holder. Underneath the seats here, I've got more tools and accessories. I've got an X jack, which is actually the jack for your exhaust. I did do a different muffler setup. I've got armor underneath. Got a couple more plates I need to put someday. Full-size spare, and actually it's barely used. And I got my 4-way here. My little trash can. When just me, I can get by with just this trash can. Terry comes, takes me a little bit more. I've made these little fold-down tables to set all my stuff on. This one I actually have folding wings. They fold down. I made that all myself. This is a 5-inch memory foam mattress. I got a 2.5-gallon, maybe it's 3, I don't remember. Maybe it's even 4. Anyway, I use that water tank there. It's so simple. I'm gonna turn it off for a second. All I do is I tilt it like this, drain the water. Someday I do want to do a little battery operated pump. Now I'm moving into the interior. I bought these little things at Harbor Freight. They're perfect for holding your cup. I bought the paper towel holder from Harbor Freight. These are all magnetic. And I got this Molly panel back here. Got the magnetic glove holder that I put a tissue box in, gloves in, my deodorant, my first aid kit, my rechargeable fan. Like I said, there's the heat coming in. That right there is actually a stand-up light. I can make it to where I can broadcast light all over the camp. But that's kind of what my whip lights are for now. This right here is my charge controller when I'm running solar. It's really cool though. Watch this. When I have my solar, you can barely see it. Right here I can plug in. Right here there's another one, the red one there. I can plug my cooler in to go 12 volt instead of 120. That charge controller though has a button on it. It's really cool. I can push that button, and that button will make it to where if my battery in the cab, or sorry, not in the cab, but in the 4Runner is dead, it'll put juice back from my 200 amp hour battery right here all the way back to the truck. That also allows the alternator to charge this battery. So whenever I get somewhere, I'm at 100%. So I got that 250 watt power inverter there. I've got disconnects all over the place, extra everything all over the place. It's a really cool battery. It tells you the amps being used and everything. I got a power inverter here that's actually a 2000 watt power inverter in case I just need more juice. And I will in the future because I got some cooking videos coming up with the electric stoves and stuff. This is a 750 watt power inverter. This, oh, let me see if I can get it. Let me collapse this tripod. Okay, this right here is my Ryobi battery charger, and I've got 2 batteries at least, sometimes 3 with me. The other one right now is on my chainsaw up in the box, so I always carry an 18-inch electric or battery powered chainsaw. Another power inverter here that runs off the batteries. Just never know when you need more and more power. Okay, so I've made this. This is actually a mount from Bullet Point, and I use my tablet. Why not? I got a switch controller here for my heater, for my Starlink. More lights. Told you I got lights all over the place. The side lights. I can light this thing up at night. And this is for inside the bathroom. I've probably, honestly, I've never calculated, but I have miles of wiring, I bet. I don't know how many miles or how many pounds of wiring I've done on this thing, but there's wire running through the frames, through the rack up on top, everything. You know, that diesel heater up here, oh boy, you guys haven't heard a thing I said. I don't know how long I had no sound. Off grid said audio went quiet. Dang it, I did not see that. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I was just pointing out everything on my Forerunner, all my power inverters. That we can go back through it if I knew where I left off. Just for 2 minutes. Okay. So the only thing you guys missed, I believe, was me explaining the solar setup. Right there's my power or charge controller that will backfeed the battery to the truck, plus solar charge. I've got 250 watt power inverter there. Oh, another magnetic tray. Look at this. It's just nice to have little trays to put stuff in. 2000 watt power inverter there. My cool little battery here that's 200 amp hours. All my cables for everything I need. All my switches so I can light up the forest if I want to. And my TV. Let's see here. What are you guys saying here? Sherry, it was only for about a minute to 2 minutes. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know if I hit the button because there is a mute button here, so you can mute if you don't want people to hear you on not Facebook, on YouTube Live. So maybe I hit that or something. Like I said, my screen, it's cracked right there. I think when I showed you guys up top, I think that's when I hit that. And I didn't see it. My screen's not cracked. My screen protector. I busted it twice now. The phone's only what, 2 weeks old. Anything else you guys want to see here? I'm more than happy to show you. One thing I was saying and mentioning, if you guys do want links to anything that you've seen here on this 4Runner, let me know in the comments. I'll send you a link. Amazon's been very gracious to give us a little bit of a kickback if people use links that we provide to our subscribers. And I appreciate you guys clicking on any of those links to get stuff from Amazon. Uh, Financially, it helps us out a little bit. It's not huge. It can be huge, but it's not huge. But every bit right now really helps us financially. So if you need a link, just let me know. Um, Other than that, if there's anything on the 4Runner, oh, hold on, there's something else here I can show you. And can you hear me now? Okay, now I think I got the sound back. Like I said, my screen is cracked right there where the mute button is, and I can't see it if it's muted, so I'm sorry about that. I'll change that screen protector when I get back. So this is the cab. I got another switch box here. This is for all my driving lights. That one's for all the lights outside and for camping. It's a remote for the switch out in the back. These are my little mounts to hold my phone when I'm driving and recording. That right there is actually an altimeter slash, oh, what's it got? GPS, and it has all the above. What else? It's my inclinometer, so I know if it's tilting or if I'm gonna fall over. There's something right here. This is really cool. I bought this on Amazon. It tells you your tire pressure. It's a TPMS, and it's really, really good for off-road. Um, I've really enjoyed it. And like I said, that right there is a WeBoost. That's kind of outdated now, but I still use it. A little receiver here. On occasion, you need it when you're out here and the Starlink's not working quite right. So, double. Everything on this has a purpose. Um, like I said, and it's my baby. Uh, and it's gonna be our only vehicle here pretty soon, I think, because I gotta sell my Raptor and find something different. I'm looking for maybe a Tacoma, see if I can find someone to trade me a bass boat that I have for a Tacoma. It just has to be 4-wheel drive, crew, or extended cab at the very least, and good mechanical truck. That's what happens when cancer hits you hard. That's what happens when you only have a couple good days a week. But we'll get through this and then we'll bounce back and get back to where we were, and maybe a little further even, hopefully. So, okay. I did not see all these. Thank you for the comments about the 4Runner. Um, Other than that, I'm going to get my dinner, and I'll leave you with a view real quick before we go. Like I said, I appreciate everybody for tuning in today, leaving comments. If you share this, I definitely appreciate that. There will be a post show in case you didn't see it all, and I apologize for the lack of sound every once in a while. It happens. This thumb doesn't work very well anymore. I don't know if you can see how tore up it is from the chemo, but for some reason it doesn't even hardly register on my screen anymore. So other than that, maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe not. Monday I start chemo again, and we'll just keep checking in. I got some videos to post soon, and just keep looking for those and share what you can. Watch the videos you haven't seen, and I appreciate every bit of your support. All right, where is there? Okay, hold on a sec. We got a couple. Is there any nuggets? Nuggets gold, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Not that I know of. That's the next thing I need to do, is throw a little pan in here for gold panning. I've got 3 fishing poles already in here, so they're fishing devices. So why not? Just add something else. Like I said, everything has a purpose. All right, you guys, Have a great day. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you next time. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Take care. Bye.